Here we go, Stacy.
Okay, are you ready to be the co-host then? Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, good. Hey, good morning, everyone. Hey there. How's everybody doing?
Hi, good morning.
Great to see you all coming in.
It's Friday.
Yes, indeed it is. Hey, look at that. People are coming in. Hey there.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Verna.
How are you today?
Hi, Ed and Greg,
morning.
Susan.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Josephina, good morning.
Good morning.
Arnita, how are you doing? Rosemary, good to see you. We are already recording, everyone, and we are streaming live. It's going to be a great day.
Here we go.
And just so you know, we have Max with us this morning from Get Set Up. He's here to provide any technical support that you might need with your audio or video. Feel free to reach out to him directly in the chat if you have questions or need some assistance. We're up to 28 people ready to work out with me this morning. How fabulous. Wonderful. Looks like everybody's ready. We're up to 30. People are still coming in. How wonderful. Great to see you all.
Good morning.
Hey there, Cassandra. Good morning. So good to see everybody ready to go. It's going to be a great Friday. It's sunny. It's going to be warm again. Although it's a little chilly right now, it is going to warm up. And I have an excellent workout planned for you. You're going to love it. We have new challenges, working on our posture, balance, more stretching and flexibility work today.
Okay.
How wonderful. I know you're excited.
Very.
Yay! I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. I have the mandatory Get Set Up slides to share. As you all know, they give some very important information, but if you've heard it all before, please feel free to use this time. Get anything last minute that you might need for class. If you need to refill your water or get a chair this morning, so we can test our balance, but so we don't fall. All right, welcome to Friday Morning Fitness, Balance and Flexibility. Yay, my internet is unstable. Oh my goodness, this happened yesterday too. And then when I looked at the live stream posted on Facebook, it was terribly pixelated. So I hope we have better luck today. Nothing much issue. I'm your guide, who are brand new and meeting me for the first time. I'm from the Keys, Pennsylvania, and I've been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s. and I love connecting with other adults who are in improving their health overall and have questions about fit or have never worked out before and are, kind of have questions about how to get started. I love all that. Get Set Up is a training and educational platform that helps you from people like yourselves so that you can do amazing things, so that we're independent in our homes. And we do learn from one another. So ideally you have your camera, and I love how when I can see you all, it feels so much more like a community. And even if I only see your hands waving because you have your camera pointed up to the ceiling, I get it. Maybe you don't want us, Thomas, although there's no judgment here. Show up however you want to. But I just love seeing a little bit of movement when I look out at the screen. So remember that you can request a recording by emailing help@getsetup.io. And if you're joining from our website on the live stream, that's wonderful. We're so glad you're here. Happy that you found us. Remember, the best way to participate is to join us and register for class. And Get Set Up is not paid to promote any services that I might show or demonstrate during my classes. With your doctor prior to starting any new exercise program, especially if you have health conditions or take any medications. And if your doctor has given you some specific recommendations or limitations regarding exercise intensity or range of motion, be sure your doctor's recommendations and not anything, again, that I show or demonstrate during my class. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight my screen so that we can get started. Remember to keep yourselves muted during class because we are recording and the video is going on live stream. So you don't want your house background noise to be broadcast live. So just being muted is the right thing to do. And we have 45 people with us this morning. Hi, everybody. I'm glad you're here. And remember that you can put your questions to me in the chat. And if you need a direct answer, include your email address, and I will do my best to reach out to you. But I also address questions in subsequent classes right here on Get Set Up. So grab your water, everybody. Let's have a drink to get started. All right, so I have my chair with me this morning because we're going to work a lot on balance and we're going to test ourselves with balance challenges. So I think the chair is a good idea for safety and support, and we may also use it for our stretching. You don't need weights today. We're going to warm up with just a little cardio activity, and you won't need the chair for that. And as always, we start with a gentle march, and you find your own pace, your own speed, and your own intensity, which means size of movement. But of course, in our warm up, we want to keep everything at a low to moderate pace until we gently increase our heart rate and our respiration. Marching in place right here, let's take it to a step touch. Yesterday, I introduced infinity arms, where we are just gently swinging our arms in the shape of the infinity sign, which for you mathematicians, you know that it's like a figure 8 on its side. So there's our step touch with infinity arms. Let's take it back to a march right here. And then we're going to take our march wide with feet apart. Here we are. Knees are slightly bent. And now we're going to just hold the feet apart and rock side to side. Maintain contact with the floor, just lifting your heels as you rock side to side, and your arms are low right here. All right, let's take a march. Feet are wide, but bring them in together. And heel taps or heel digs in front, right here. Let's add some arms, opposite arm as leg. 4, 3, 2, and we're going to take it back to a march right here. March right and left. Now, if you want to start increasing intensity, you can now start to do that with a little bit of a larger march and pumping your arms. And let's open our feet wide to the side. And we're going to just hold our arms here, open, wide fingers. Now plant your feet and rock side to side. Keep contact. We're not lifting yet. No balance challenges yet. Arms, just let them hang by the side in a comfortable position. And smile. Make sure you're breathing. And let's check your posture right here. Is your torso upright in a perfectly vertical position? You're not leaning forward or arching back, but you're nice and tight, strong. Neck is lengthened, diaphragm lifted, and you want it to be tight across the middle, from hip to hip, pressing in that transverse abdominis, holding in your internal organs, giving yourselves a nice base of support here with strong abs. And let's take it to a march, a wide march right here. And bring your feet in together. Pump your arms. Increase intensity a little bit if you're ready to. Take the opposite arm, lifting up shoulder height. I'm about my internet being unstable. I'm sorry about that. I hope the picture isn't freezing for you. Let's take it to a march. Let's see what's happening here. Internet will be fine soon. Man, I hope so. Take a march. Right here it is. And wide. See if you can lift your knees a little bit more on this wide march and hold your arms out here to the side. Wiggle your fingers. And let's hold your feet and rock side to side. Keep your toes attached to the floor, feet are planted. We're not lifting yet for the balance, but I do have my arms open a little bit more. It's a way of increasing intensity, is just to lift those arms. Take in some good fresh air. If you feel the need to take a deep breath, do so. Otherwise, keep your breathing at a normal rate and rhythm. And 4, 3, 2. Let's bring your feet across here for a step touch. And right. 2, heels in front, right here, and reach. Reach forward and reach. And reach. Yes, that's it. And reach. And let's just bring it back to a march, and we're going to start doing some of our balance work. Work your feet open and apart in a diagonal position. So I have right foot forward, left foot back. Hip width apart, but on the diagonal, my toes are facing forward, and I'm beginning to rock forward and back. My knees are slightly bent for shock absorption, and I want to reach up and back. Reach forward and back, reach, take it back, reach forward and back. Now keep your feet attached to the floor right now. We're going to change that in a minute. Reach, reach. Now we're going to take this movement to the rocking horse that I introduced yesterday. That's a knee lift in front and a straight leg lift in back. Knee lift, straight leg lift. Now with a little bit of speed, the momentum holds your balance. So we're going to have to do a couple of slow ones to test ourselves. But let's feel the movement first. Knee lift in front, straight leg lift in back. There it is. And now let's switch sides and test our other side. So take a march, switch legs. So your left is forward, right is back. Hip width apart. Remember, we don't want to line them up like this, one behind the other like on a balance beam, but give yourselves this wide base of support, rocking front and back, add the arm. And now let's take the rocking horse move. So knee lift in front, straight leg to the back. Knee lift, straight leg. Knee lift, straight leg. Knee lift, straight leg. And 4 more. Woo! And 3. You got it. I see you all moving. Doing it with leg here. Excellent. Now we're going to chair, so we really slow. Now, if you don't need the chair, that's in case you might want to have it nearby. So let's switch legs now with the outside leg or the right foot forward. Lift that back leg and hold. Just lift and hold right here. And while you're holding, let's take the outside arm, your right arm, up and open, up and open, up. Now this is truly a balance challenge because you've got movement going on in addition to trying to hold your balance. 4 more. And 3. Woo! And 2. Last one. And let's take it back. Knee lift and hold it. Hold that knee lifted. And let's just simulate a biceps curl right here with arm. Biceps curl. We're not using weights today, but we're going through the motions. I've worked out hard all soreness. Go through the movement without adding that additional stress and strain to the muscle. All right, relax, putting your knee down. Let's switch legs and just take a little bit of a rock at first to get into position. And you've got your chair here. So let's lift the back leg first and hold that position with the foot slightly off the floor. And you have your chair here for support. And this time we're going to go to the side and down, to the side and down, out and down. We're holding that leg up, strengthening the muscles in the lower back and the hip, out and down. 4 more, out and down, and 3, 2, last one. Now let's lift the knee in front, right here. And there is a press in front and open. Press forward and open. Just moving the arm into the body from the side and push. Open, push, and open. You've got that knee lifted and you're holding on to the chair, working on the hip flexor, and the abs are tight to hold this position. 4 more, and 3, and you're breathing. 2 more, 1, excellent. All right, let's march. Moving this just a little bit to the side. I don't think we're gonna do some slow motion work. So take that march wide and let's slow it down. March, march. Nice and slow so you can feel your balance. 4 more, right and left. Yes. 3 more, right and left. If you need the chair, be sure to hold on. 2 left. And here's the last one, right and left. Let's take it up to speed. Here we go. You got it. Very good. Opening my legs wide again, and let's take that rocking side to side. Rocking side to side. And we're going to test our balance with side to side rocking. Here it comes. So we're right here with the leg lifted. If you're able to release the chair, you want to use that arm for this. And let's go back to rocking side to side. And we're going to test our balance on the other side, right here. And let's take that rocking again, side to side. Got that leg lifted. Can you really shake? Feel your balance through that standing leg and your hip. And release. Let's go back to rocking. One more time, we're going to challenge on. And here it is, right here. And let's march. Let's take it wide again so we can do really slow. With a slight bend to the knees. We're going to do a slow march right here. 1, 2, right and left. 3, right and left. Right and left, can you hold it? 1, 2, 3, 4, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, fabulous. Let's march. Grab a hold of that chair. We're going to do some knee bends. We're going to start with squatting, facing the chair. Right here, you want to hold on. And as we do our squats, keeping our feet about the width of the legs of the chair with our toes facing forward. And as we squat, very gently with the knee bend, aim back and down with your tailbone this way and return. So that's why we want the chair here so that when we go back, we are slightly off balance, but we have the chair here for support. Okay, so take it down and lift, squat down. Just a little bit of a bend in the knees. We do want strong legs to support our balance, but I recognize that not everyone's knees can support a bend. And lift. Take a very gentle squat. We're just going to do 4 more. Right here. And up. Take it back. And up. 2 more. Last one. Alrighty. Very good. And now let's do a little bit of footwork. So one foot at a time. And I'm going to move back so maybe you can see my feet, but I'm just going to do a heel raise with 1 foot. And I'm going to start with the foot that's away from the chair, and I'm just lifting that heel, and it presses my knee out to the side ever so slightly. My feet are facing 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So a very gentle angle to the feet. And I allow my knee to aim right over my toes. And I'm just pressing a lift as my heel raises and I return my foot to the floor. And I'm not putting any pressure on it. I'm not standing on it or attempting to raise my whole body in a heel raise. I'm just working through the range of motion of my foot. Just 2 more. My goal was 8 on each side. There's the last one. Let's try the other leg. Heel raise and turn. Just lift and return. So we're working on our feet and ankle strength as well as the calf muscle. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. Fantastic. Let's do our Charleston with the chair. We step with the inside foot at the chair, kick forward, step, and tap behind. Step, kick forward, step together, kick behind. Step, kick forward, step together, tap behind. Step, kick, step, and tap. Now we're taking this nice and slow. We're just going to do 8 up to speed right here. Step, kick, step, tap. I've added a reaching up arm and a reach down arm. As I kick forward, I reach up, tap back and reach down. Allow your torso a slight lean with that leg tapping behind. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one and hold. Hold, hold. We've got that leg in front, just gently lifted from the floor. Release your arm if you can and find that balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Slide that leg around to the back. Adjust your weight so that you are centered, and we're going to do a double knee bend right here. So my heel on this outside leg is lifted. My other foot flat to the floor. And I'm just going to go down and up very gently right here with my weight centered between both legs. And it's a very small movement. And again, you can choose to hold on to the floor or test your balance. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. Let's hold it right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And press that heel back and release. Press the heel down and release. Now we're starting on a little bit of our stretching work. So with this leg now, you're feeling a stretch up the back of the leg, back of the calf, up through the knee and into the hamstring. A full leg stretch. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one, hold it here. Hold that stretch now and feel, really feel. If you want to increase the stretch, lean forward a little bit more. That increases the stretch on this leg. Feel that. And release. Now we're going to shift our weight on this foot and lifting the toes of this front foot, the inside leg, and we're going to press our toes down and up. Press the toes down and up for 8 and 7. Torso lifted. 6, down and up. Press the toes. And 5. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Coming up right here and hold. Hold those toes up. Can you release the chair? We're holding for 8 counts right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's do that whole series on the other side, starting with the Charleston. Getting my chair set up for you. I'm going to grab some water. If you haven't had a drink yet in class, we are a little more than halfway through our hour. Please make sure you drink. All right, so we're holding on to the chair and we're going to start with our Charleston. Step with the inside foot, kick forward, step together and tap behind. Step, kick, step, tap. Step, kick front, step, tap back. Step, kick, step, tap. As I tap back, I lean forward a little bit with my body. It just helps go with the motion right here. Step, kick, step, tap. Let's add the arms and take 8 up to speed. Reach and tap behind. 7 and smile. 6. Yeah, we're having fun. 5 more. There goes that internet again. And 4 more. Yes, and 3. 2 more. Last one. Take it forward and hold right here. Here we are. Now we're holding on to the chair. We've got this arm lifted. And when you're ready, release the chair. And see if you can just hold it for a nice 8 count. Woo! Good thing I have the chair there. Now, what did I do wrong? I kind of relaxed through my midsection, and in that regard, I lost my balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Fantastic. Take that leg around to the back. Plant it on the floor. Center your weight. That heel is lifted. Your weight is centered, and we're going to do a double knee bend. So both knees are bending, and you want your weight to be centered between both. And you can choose the depth of this knee bend, or just hold the position if you're not comfortable bending your knees at all today. That's cool. Just stand, and you can wait with us. We have just 4 more to go, and these are really little, soft break in the knees. We're not taking too much of a strenuous knee bend here. 2 more. And last one, I want you to just hold it right here and press this heel back and release. Press it back and release. If you want to add this arm, you can go ahead. I will often add an arm that imitates what we're doing with our leg. I do that for emphasis. And if you want to add that movement, please feel free to do so. It's fun. And 4 more. Yes, and 3. This feels so good today. 2 more. Here's the last one. Hold that heel back. Feel that stretch through this leg. And if you want to make that stretch a little bit stronger, just increase your lean. And that presses more tension into your leg that you're stretching. Your heel is on the floor and the stretch is up through your calf, the back of your knee, and maybe a little bit into your hamstring, depending on your amount of flexibility. But it's very much, for me, felt in the calf area. Hold that stretch. Hold it. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Soft break to the knee to release the stretch. And now we're going to rock back. Weight on this leg, knee is bent. Lifting the toes on the inside leg. So we're putting our weight on this standing leg right here, but our knee is slightly bent to allow us the room to stretch this leg out in front and have the toes lifted to the ceiling. And now press the toes down and up with a lengthened knee, not locked, but just a long straight leg. Toes down and up, toes down and up. We are working the muscle up the front of your shin as we lift the toes. And then we're also getting a dynamic stretch through the calf. That means it's a moving stretch and we are activating the muscle ourselves, not forcing it with a body position. 4 more. Yes, and 3. 2 more. Last one. Hold the toes up. Hold them, hold them, hold them. Can you release the chair a little bit and hold right here? And breathe. And relax. Great job. All right, let's do some additional stretching facing the chair. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see me. I'm going to step out far enough away from my chair that as I hinge forward, you can see the position of my back. So I'm going to start, I guess the chair here, you see how far it is for me to reach, but it's going to be different for each one of you. You may have to adjust. Start with your feet about the same width apart as the legs of the chair, toes facing directly forward to the chair. We're going to hinge forward from the hips with a flat back, and we're looking at reaching straight over the chair so that we can stretch through the hamstrings. So this is about the right position for me to get an almost 90-degree angle to my hips. Now in this position, I'm supporting my back. So I don't want to feel any stress along any of the muscles of my back. But what I'm feeling is a lot of stretch up through my hamstrings. And that's what we're looking for, a good stretch. And I'm timing you for a good 30-second stretch here. We have about 10 more seconds to this stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Press back up, using your arms back up into a vertical position. And now we're going to do a leg crossing with straight legs, but knees are not locked. And again, we're going to cross one leg over the other and take that stretch, that lean again, reaching whatever is comfortable for flexibility so that you feel that stretch up the back of your legs. And you're going to feel it more in the leg that is the standing leg, not the leg that's crossed, increases the stretch in that foundation leg. And if you can lean, hinge in a 90 degrees so that your hips are 90 degrees, that's great. If you're here, wherever it is that you feel that stretch is what's going to work, be appropriate for you today. Be careful that you're not putting too much weight on the chair. We don't want this type of a tipping accident. So just be cautious. That's one of the reasons why I reach over, is so that the chair isn't pulling back toward me. And I'm kind of leaning into the chair and pressing it forward. And let's release, gently pressing back up, using the chair to support the other leg over now. And let's take that lean in. Now a stretch that we hold like this is a static stretch. We are holding it in a still position, and just holding it steady through 20 to 30 seconds, the absolute best way to stretch. Let's release. Be sure you use the chair to support yourself as you come back up into the upright position. We're now going to take a sit and work a little bit on stretching our hips. Moving my chair back so you can see me, hopefully. And find your comfortable sitting position. We're going to work on the outside of the hips. This is a really important stretch. It involves the low back as well as the hips, and it's the cause of a lot of source of discomfort that can occur in your sciatic nerve. So we're going to be releasing the muscles that stretch. So be very careful. Now, I've been doing it quite a bit in all my classes since the very beginning, and no one has told me that they've been injured or anything. In fact, a lot of folks have found a lot of range of motion in their hips. So we start kind of do the chair so that you have some room to move your legs. We're going to start in the very first position, and I'll show you 3 positions for this stretch. So here's the first position, your feet ankle over ankle. So extended, I'm just crossing at the ankle level. And then with the top leg, I bend my knee ever so slightly, allow my knee to open to the side, and it just open in where it comfortably goes. And in this position, we're going to start holding on to the seat of the chair and hinge forward. And now you're going to feel, maybe if you're really tight in the hips, you might start to feel some stretching along the outside of the leg that is of the hip crossed over top. And we're just hinging forward here. You're either holding onto the chair for support, or maybe your hands are on the top of your thighs. And then press back up. Here's level 2 for this position. Lift your leg cross to just above the knee, but the foundation leg is still completely outstretched in front of you. And again, let's hinge forward. Let that knee flop open to the side. Hinge forward. Now maybe you're starting to feel more of a stretch along the side of the hip. Hopefully you have a flat back in this position and you're not, rounded and hunched over. You want to emphasize that flat back position. Gives you more of a stretch through the hip. And release using your hands to press back up into the upright position. Here is level 3, the most challenging level for this stretch. If you have the hip flexibility to do this, now you're going to bring the foundation leg, the supporting leg, up into a 90-degree angle at the knee. Now you have your foot crossed over above the knee, and your knee is open to the side, just at wherever it comfortably flops open for you. In this position, I already feel that tension in the side of the hip, knowing that I really need this stretch today. And I'm going to just hinge forward ever so slightly. I don't have a lot of range of motion for this stretch today. So I'm just leaning forward and I'm supporting my upper body with my forearms resting here on my leg that's crossed over. And I'm just going to hold that stretch. Holding it right here, trying to get the most out of this moment as possible. And let's release. Use your arms to press back up slowly into the upright position. Release this leg back down to the floor. If you need to use your hands to help you, do so. And now let's start back in the starting position, level 1 with the stretch. The leg we just used, crossed over, is now the leg we extend out in front of us. Toes lifted, reaching toward the ceiling, heel digs into the floor. Cross the other leg over, ankle to ankle, and then allow that top leg to just open. Knee kind of flops open to the side. Sitting up nice and tall, let's hinge forward. If you need to support your hands right here on the top of your thighs, that's a great spot to hold your upper body, or maybe you hold on to the seat of the chair. You don't want to fall off the seat of the chair, but this is a great stretch. And use your arms to press yourselves back up into the vertical position. And let's do level 2, lifting the knee up, or lifting your foot up over top of the knee. Never press down on the knee joint. So you're just above the knee, actually with your ankle resting on your thigh, just above the knee. Let the top leg, let that knee just flop open where it will. Hold on to the seat of the chair and hinge forward, flat back. Going forward, feeling a little bit of that stretch in the outside of the hip. Then adjust your arms, holding on for support onto your leg, onto the top of your thigh, wherever is comfortable for you. And we're doing a 20-30 second stretch in this position. And release when you need to. Come back up, use your arms for support, and let's take it up to level 3. So the supported leg now bends at a 90-degree angle right here at the knee. Top leg is crossed over. Ankle just above the knee right here at the thigh. Let your knee flop open where it will. Sit up nice and tall and hinge forward. And I have no range of motion in this stretch this morning. This side is much tighter for me. Have you noticed one side of your body is tighter, less flexible than the other side? That's perfectly normal and natural to occur. It just means you need to work a little harder to even things out. It's better for your balance if you can work to reach symmetry in both strength and flexibility. Work into that stretch. Make sure you're breathing. If it is too uncomfortable, release it and back off just a little bit. If you're challenging yourself and pushing that stretch, be very, very cautious. And release. And gently return that leg to the ground. And let's do one round of strengthening and stretching our muscles for posture correction. So those of you who have been with me for a while know that we do the letters Y, W, T, L with our arms So we're making the letter Y right here with our arms lifted in a V shape, and our whole body forms the letter Y. Our torso is strong and straight. Our thumbs are pointing back behind our body. And now press your arms back behind the midline of the body. Feel that added tension in your upper back as your muscles around your shoulder blades work to pull those shoulder blades in toward your spine. So you have your arms back behind the midline, behind your ears. Work toward that. If you don't yet have that flexibility in your shoulders, maybe you're doing this with bent arms this morning, but you're still working on correcting your posture. And then pull your elbows down and back, thumbs still facing backwards, opening up the chest and squeezing those shoulder blades together in the back. They're sliding in toward your spine. Feel that tightening? These are the muscles that become loose and lax and allow us to become more round-shouldered and stooped over as we age. It's not your fault. We've all spent our lifetime doing things in front of our body, right? Driving, reading, working at a desk, typing, and now with our cell phones. And look at our younger generation, they're constantly hunched forward. You need to know these exercises and check yourself. Once a day, you can do these exercises. Stretch and strengthen. You can do them at your desk. You can do them, well, you can't do them when you're driving, but just think about the muscles that you're using here. And now let's reach out into the letter T. Now your palms face down, pinkies toward the back. And the wall is in my way here, but reach those pinkies back beyond the midline of the body. Right here. Slightly different set of muscles being involved now. Make sure your neck is relaxed. And then pull the elbows into your body, forming a letter L on each side. Again, now we have returned to the palm up position, thumbs facing back. Thumbs aiming toward the back. And press your forearms back behind the midline of the body. Opening up the chest, sitting nice and tall, and release. Stay with me while we do a little bit of breath work and finish with some positive affirmations to take with us into the weekend and the rest of today. Inhale up, stretch tall, reach and release. Exhale and lift your rib cage. Inhale, pull up, reaching, lifting everything through your torso, filling your lungs, and then release. One more time. Inhale, lifting, filling your lungs with air, holding, and release. Let's bring your attention to your breath. Grab your water if you need a little bit of a drink. At this point, I do. Relax in your chair, but maintain good posture. Sit up tall and gradually draw your attention into your breathing. And notice the rise and fall of your rib cage as your lungs expand, filling them with positive, glorious, good, fresh air. Inhale and exhale. Normal rate and rhythm, but just notice what it is. And as you take in that good air and thinking positive thoughts, thoughts of happiness and joy and love and all things positive. I want you to also congratulate yourself today on showing up and doing your best with the workout today. And just knowing in your heart that working out and exercising improves not just your body and your physical condition, but also your mind and your emotions as you feel that success because you showed up and you did something and maybe it was a challenge for you and maybe you didn't feel like it and you did it anyway. And then when you're finished, you feel like, wow, that was great and I'm so glad I did it, because it feels good to know that you challenged yourself and you showed up. And you know, exercise relieves stress as well. So when we inhale and we take in positivity and joy, realize I didn't finish my sentence, exhale and get rid of and release the negativity and the stress and the do list and deadlines and other people's judgment, and release lack of confidence, uncertainty, and draw in more joy and positivity and gratitude and love and peace, and pull that in with each breath. And I've challenged you for the last few days as you draw in a breath to take in, to imagine your own color rather than me giving you a color. You assign a color to that beautiful fresh air this morning. And if you feel so moved, let me know in the comments, in the chat, what color you imagined your fresh air today. For the first time today, I feel like my fresh air is white, and I don't know why I feel inclined that way, but that is what popped into my mind. My fresh air today is pure white. White is a color of peace, and today, for me, it seems to stand for joy and harmony, and I'll be happy with that. So stay with me while I come forward and share my closing slides. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you had a great workout and loved it as much as I did. Remember to share your experience on social media if you're active there. You get set up or get set up, and look for some classes that will also get you moving throughout the day and the weekend, like the Ageless Grace class or the many line dancing classes that Shirley offers, and yoga. There's a number of different yoga instructors now offering various classes throughout the day. My next class is core training that follows this at 9:15, and then again on Monday. We do a Let's Get Moving class, and Wednesday we have seated strength training. I hope you'll join me for those. Be on the lookout for the email that you'll receive class from today. Tell you about some other classes you might be interested in and provide a link for feedback. You can now refer a friend to get set up. If you know somebody that would benefit from our classes, you can invite them. Look for this screen on your desktop. Go to this screen and enter their email address and click the orange tab to send. This is the important email to remember, help@getsetup.io. Remember that email and use it to let us know what's going on with you. If you'd like to host an interest group in a topic of your own, a new class, and most importantly, to request a recording of today's session at getsetup.io. And join me in another workout class. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.